So the child at 3 years old, comes into the primary environment, and we sort of have the space prepared where we want not necessarily to have certain outcomes, but we want to have some development. We want to foster and facilitate the development that's happening in the child during this time. And so we have very specific things in the room to sort of help give the child the opportunity to work with the materials, to get a sense of accomplishment, to get a sense of self, to get that feeling that, I can do this. And you can see, the progression of things that happen with the child as they come in. Let's say, for instance, we have in the practical life area of the environment, the dressing frames. So the dressing frames are a series of frames that we've isolated different skills that the child can learn to be functionally independent. So one of the frames has snaps on it, right? And it's only snaps, there's nothing else on it, because we want to isolate that concept and isolate that skill. And so the child comes in at 3, we introduce them to the dressing frame, they practice, we give them the first lesson, we demonstrate how to do it, and then we turn it over to the child to do it. And you can see as we move through the dressing frames, each year the child comes back into an environment, they're able to do it, much more easily. And so by the 3rd year, they're working with, tying bows and doing all these other things on the different dressing frames that you can see how their skill has built up. So the first time they do it, it's kind of, a little messy, they might forget a couple of steps, they might leave some things out, but over the years as they go through, you see a 3-year-old doing it, you see a 5-year-old doing it, and you look at the difference. And so what I like about the Montessori environment and having the mixed ages and having the opportunity for the child to work on these things over time, it's not just something that you do once and then you're done with it, right? So we're in constructing themselves, they're repeating with the same materials, they're doing sort of the same activities over and over again, but each time hopefully, there's a different level of awareness as they do them and as they work with them. So I think, that's one of the great things about having the practical life materials in the environment, because we're really trying to help the child not only become independent, right, to be able to do things for themselves, but also developing the ability to make choices, right? So you have a variety of things. You can polish wood, you can polish brass, you can polish silver, you can polish a mirror, so it's all polishing, but it's, sort of giving them a variety of choices of things that they can engage in. And really what we're trying to do is help them sort of preparing indirectly for the work that we're going to be doing later with math and with language. And so we're helping them sort of develop the ability to, first of all, even make a choice, right? To make a choice. And then to follow through on that activity that they've chosen to do, right? So you have to sit down and you have to set it up in a certain way, right? So we're showing them how to sequence things, how to plan, how to set up your work, and then you're ready to start. And, in doing the work, they're also developing the ability to concentrate. So you have activities that the number of steps increase, right, over time. And so then you're able to have the child move from simply just washing their hands as one activity, sort of an early beginning activity, has, maybe about 10 steps, 10, 15 steps that they have to remember of things they need to do, to being able to wash a whole table, right? So that, sort of developing that stamina and that ability, but also helping them to develop that concentration. And concentration is really where the magic happens, right? And so if we can give that gift to a child in the primary environment of having the opportunity to develop the ability to concentrate on a task, then when they get older, when they're adults, that's a really great start that they've had. But also as they move into the elementary environment and then the adolescent environment, that really helps them be able to manage their work and manage their time and be successful, which is what we want.